Everyone, how are you? It's really nice to come on live and share my thoughts, opinions, books, and things that I've learned. And I just wanted to come on live because I haven't done this in a while. And it is library. Next week will be Library Appreciation Week. And so I want to share some books that every library should have. I'm an Usborne Books and More book lady, and I really love being a book lady. I love doing the events. I love meeting people. I love sharing the books and displaying our books. I also love when children come up to my booth and they ransack the booth, and I just get overjoyed at the thought of children picking up books to read. And I get overjoyed when they go back and they ask their parents for money to buy some books. That's a great joy. So let me begin by starting out by saying that if you're a school or a library or a teacher and you do not have Usborne Books and More at your school, you are doing a disservice to your children, because we have books that will inspire and motivate and cause your kids to wonder. And we also have a lot of fundraisers that will help you and your school fill the gaps or fill the budget gap. For example, we have a Reach for the Stars fundraiser that encourages you and your parents, you and the children's parents, to read more books together. For 2 weeks, the goal is to read for 300 minutes a day. I think, yes. Did I say that right? 30 minutes a day. Hey, okay, I'm back. So, let me share with you some of my top favorites. The first book I'm going to share with you is it's an Usborne Spanish book. It was translated into Spanish, and it's called The Big Book of Stars and Planets. This is a really good book, and I'm sorry if the screen shows up opposite. There's nothing I can do about it. I'm not a professional producer, so I'm not really sure how I can share reinverting the image so that you could take a look at it the correct way. But this book is in Spanish. It was translated into Spanish, and it has gigantic pictures. And it shows the entire solar system and planets, and how big our universe is. The wonders of God's beauty. No, it does not. It does not mention our Creator, although it should. One of the nicest things about this book is that some of the pages open up again and share. Look at that. So you could see it in a big fold out. And for your kids learning how to speak Spanish, this is Just wonderful because it's easy to read. Look at this one. This one says, las estrellas en el espacio, hay miles de millones de estrellas y no paran de formarse otras nuevas que nacen en unas nubes gigantescas de gas y polvo llamadas nubulosos. So it's pretty accurate. So I actually misread it. En el espacio hay miles de millones de estrellas. Sorry. Anyways, this one is a really good book. Another must-have book is this book, and this is great for the readers who are beginning to read and who lack the confidence, or who perhaps they don't want to read because the chapter books are too lengthy and they don't just want to sit there and read a book. So especially for boys, I think boys like picture books all the way up to like 11 years old. And a lot of times they want to get over it. They just want something quick. So it starts out with this book, Meet Fizz, the Daring Dog Detective. And what's really nice is that Leslie Gibbs, she's Australian, and she wrote the book based on her own dogs and what her observations were. So she had a really fun time doing this series. And I have a letter I could share with you. If you want to buy the book, I can email you a letter she wrote. It's generic, but you could put your child's name on it and hand it to him or her as if the author wrote personally to him or her. But this book, this little dog right here, can't be a police dog because, well, he's too white and fluffy and cute. And his whole life, his background was as a show dog. And he really wanted to do something more in his life. So he decided to try out against his family's wishes. This little dog is brave and clever and super fast. And he beats all the odds and becomes a police dog. Just wonderful books. So if you like this one, there's also this one. And this one he goes as, he's an undercover dog. This one is probably the best one, and Leslie Gibbs personally told me that she likes this one the most, and she had the most fun creating this book. In this book, Fizz gets to solve a real case and go as an undercover dog and try to save the day. This one is also a nice one, another good one that she enjoyed, A Jewel Thief. And this one, he is an undercover dog, and he needs to be tricky, and in order to uncover the mystery. So it's a really nice book. It's short. It's not that long. It has pictures for those kids that enjoy looking to see what images the author is portraying. The other book that's really good and a top seller is at the library. So this one is translated into Spanish, and we have it in English as well. So this one asks the question, what goes on in the library? So what happens when you're at the library? The pages, what's really nice is you shine a light on each page, or you hold it up to the light, and you uncover the mysteries of what's hidden underneath the library. So it's a really fun book. I would say that a child who is 7 all the way up to probably 12, 13 will enjoy this book. It's filled with lots of great facts. For example, here's this page, and en esta biblioteca hay una fila larga de personas que están esperando. So it asks the question, ¿qué están esperando? What are they waiting for? And so you hold it up to the light, and I don't have a light currently, right? And a book, somebody writing inside a book appears on the light. So esperan a que la autora les firme sus libros. Algunas bibliotecas organizan firmas de libros. Los autores firman sus libros y muchas veces leen varias páginas para sus lectores. So it's just one more page. La biblioteca es un sitio donde puedes aprender muchas cosas. Está llena de libros. Las bibliotecas son gratis y pueden ir quien quiera. Un señor está leyendo el periódico. ¿Quién más está usando hoy la biblioteca? So who else is using the library? So you're over here and you shine it up to a light. And bear in mind, you can't take a look because I don't have a light. But this is what appears behind the light. And it's a girl studying for an exam. So una niña estudia para un examen, una mamá le lee a su bebé. Todos disfrutan de la biblioteca. So a mom is reading to her child, and everyone is enjoying the library. So just a fun, wonderful book. And the last book that I'd like to share is this writing box. And I love writing. I love reading. And I love getting inspirations by what people write. So I read to get inspiration. And I think reading is good for that. It's also good to gain knowledge. Knowledge is power. And I love knowledge. And I don't read fiction. I think I used to read fiction when I was a kid. And it wasn't a lot. I had my few books that I enjoyed. But I really enjoy reading for knowledge. And I like sharing my knowledge with people. And what's sad is a lot of times in today's world, a lot of people like to read to escape. And I guess it's fine, but I think there are other genres and books that you can read in order to gain more knowledge, and the knowledge that you gain will allow you to do things in life. So this one is a box of really important books, and it teaches your child how to write their own story. So in a world where you got to be good at selling, and every business that is in business, their biggest problem is that they need to be able to sell. That is their bread and butter. And if they want to stay in business, they have to either sell their services or sell their product. And the best storytellers sell their products the best. So this one right here it's almost like a journal, And every page goes with every page teaches a section of writing your story. So in the beginning, you make up the characters and you tell a little bit about the characters. You can create your own fairy tale, comic strip, family fortune, stage school. This one is just strictly a writing journal, and so it just has pages. So after you learn how to tell your own story, you could put your own story into words. And this one is a creative writing book, and it's really nice for those who are copywriters. You could get a lot of tips on how to generate your own ideas by filling in a triangle. You can develop your characters. Everyone's a critic. So in this section, you want to write a review of a book you love. So my son, this year we learned how to write a book review. And in the book review, which this helps you, it shows you how to lay out. So first you need to tell what's the title, who wrote it, and where does it take place, and when does it take place, and who are the main protagonists, and what are the main points in the story, and then give your opinion of the story. You don't always have to give your opinion, but you do want to summarize the book that you're reading, and it shows you how. It also shows you how to plan a letter. Very important for English lessons. Shows you how to just a whole page on generating ideas for your story. X because of Y. This one right here, tell from beginning to end, break down the story into sections so that you can share it. So you write a story outline. Just a very fun book, and it's only $34.99. So you have some savings. So rather than buying one book, which I think is like $14.99, I can't remember at the moment. So imagine that $15 for 3 of these books is going to cost you about $75. So you're actually saving a ton of money on buying one book. So instead of buying one book, you buy 3 books, and it's only $34.99. So you save about $15 for buying the little box. So if you're on a tight budget, this is a really good book to get for your classroom, and you could also copy it and then distribute to your kiddos in school to save a little more money. Anyways, that is all for today. Usborne Books and More offers a ton of great deals on customer specials. So if you purchase $40 or more in books, you can actually take some more savings by heading on to the customer specials on my e-commerce site, my UBAM, and save a little more money and buy an extra book. Or you could go on and buy the internet specials, which are available every month, and it changes frequently depending on demand for that book. So supplies are limited, so it's first come, first serve. So if you really want a book and you're waiting for the special, you want to head over to the internet specials at myubam.com. Click over on the left, scroll down to specials, click on it, click on internet specials. And don't forget, there is a mystery teacher who will receive some free books from this event, from this e-fair. So if you decide to purchase the books I just shared, please don't forget to give credit to the mystery teacher, and appreciate her for who she is, or he. We do have male teachers nowadays, so appreciate your teachers, because they almost all the teachers go in because they want to impact children's lives. Thank you very much. And if you like this video, please comment below, like, subscribe, and share it.